Dzień dobry. Witamy po raz kolejny w Artmundus TV. Tym razem naszymi gośćmi są przedstawiciele zespołu Bokassa. Muszę ostrzec, będziemy próbowali rozmawiać po angielsku. Hello, guys. We met just 2 minutes ago and I see that you are very nice guys. So, but your band is called Bokassa. As I know, this person wasn't so nice, guys. So why do you choose Bokassa as the name of your band?
We chose Bokassa as the name of the band because a lot of our lyrics deals with a lot of atrocities in the world, and we also are fascinated with dictators, and also the fact that I think from the Western world, you don't necessarily hear about stuff like that happening. We kind of forget it, and it's like a naive thought that history shouldn't be repeated. That's why we're called Bokassa, pretty much.
Do you think that young people who listen to your music listen your lyrics? Do you think that you can say to them something important, that they really hear what you are singing about history, about politics, about social problems? Can music show the people how they should to work, to live? What do you think?
Sometimes, not necessarily. I think people just want to hear a cool song and enjoy that. And that's fine by me. But some people are more interested. Like, for example, when I grew up, I listened to Bad Religion and Propaganda and NoFX and heard their lyrics and kind of learned. Quite formative for me, I guess. But I don't really want people to. I don't want us to be preachy. People can listen to us and read the lyrics if they're into it, and if not, they can just hear a cool riff. You know, I'm fine with both.
Yeah, we don't want to tell people what to believe anyway. We're fine with whatever you believe or who you support or whatever. As long as you listen to our music, you're cool with us.
And as long as you support Liverpool, of course.
Okay, guys, let's talk a bit about the history of the band. We would like to know when the band was created and who was the initiator of the author of the whole idea about creating such band.
The band was started in April 2013, and me and a guy I knew, I talked to him about maybe mixing like stoner rock riffs with punk and hardcore. And so we started doing that, and we needed a drummer. And he knew this guy who he played with in a Eurovision cover band, of course. His name was Olav, and he came to rehearsal, and the rest is, as they say, history.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we've been playing since then. Yeah.
As I know, you live in Trondheim. Yes? Is it true? So tell me, why do you play music when you can be a ski jumpers, for example? And at least, why don't you play football? As I know, Rosenberg is a very good football team. And play music when you can jumping?
To answer that question, you just have to look at our bodies. Yeah. We're not made for sports, really, or ski jumping, at least.
I used to play basketball back in my hometown.
Yeah, we used to play basketball, me as well. But I quit when I was about 11, started playing bass, and was just like, I don't need sports, just play music instead. More fun.
Yeah, and also, football in Norway isn't that good, compared to England. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's better than the Polish, but you got Robert Lewandowski, and he's like, we don't get that. Not this in Norway, it's all right.
But the ski jumping?
Ski jumping, we're pretty. Yeah, it's boring.
And we are too heavy too. Look at us on a pair of sheep, we would die.
It's a crazy sport, though. It's maybe the most crazy sport in the world.
You like it very much?
We don't care about it really.
Watch the Winter Olympics.
Nah.
We have a lot of skiing, so to me it's just like I'd rather see some swimming.
Ah, skiing is better than
Do
swimming.
you
I
like
think.
skiing better than swimming?
Yeah, swimming is boring.
At least the part where they ski
Yeah.
and then they shoot. And
Yeah,
they
ski shooting
that's a
we
bit-
call it.
Yeah, ski shooting. Yeah, that's a bit cooler.
Yeah.
Just jumping like
But it's still crazy, those ski
That's
jumpers.
a crazy thing. But it's not cool to watch. I think.
No.
I'd rather watch football.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, you guys play a mixture of stoner and metal, right? We would like to know if you are more into punk or stoner.
What is it? Is stoner punk?
Stoner punk is.
Boring. Punk is power, energy, beats.
Yes, as if you take some of our riffs and you play it slow, they are stoner riffs. But yeah, I agree with you.
It's water and fire.
Yeah, but it's like I think Fu Manchu is a great band, Clutch. But for me, like you said, stoner and punk, I will always go to the punk side. That's my favorite music. But he might go another way.
No, not really. Punk is more straight to the point, you know. Stoner rock is they take 15 minutes to get to the point. I'm like, come on, get on with it, you know. We don't need all this. I haven't got time to listen to these long songs. I mean, yeah. I mean, some long stoner songs are fucking cool, like Dope Smoker by Sleep and stuff like that. Yeah, but like the majority of it is just like, come on, get on with it, dudes. We got other things to do. But yeah, punk is a bit more, straight to the point, fast, heavy. It's cool. Yeah, I don't know if we really answered the question.
You have already told us a bit about your bands that you like, but we would like to know what kind of music do you like the most? Which bands inspire you the most in your music?
That can be different from day to day. But the ones I listen to just at the moment, I'm just only listening to Alkaline Trio. I just woke up one day and I was like, I am in an Alkaline Trio period now. So I just listen to all their albums again and again and again. But sometimes, for me, it's just like it depends. But what I grew up on was Fu Manchu and NoFX and Bad Religion and Guns N' Roses and Pantera and Entombed and those bands. So I guess they are quite inspirational. But I listen to very different things. It depends on the mood.
All these American almost punk bands like The Offspring, Green Day, also, because your music is quite similar. Catchy melodies, punk's energy.
Yeah, sure. I like Green Day and Offspring. I remember Smash and Dookie. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, good records.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's talk a bit about your latest record. I guess you don't like to be overtaxed because you have already recorded two albums, but your last album lasts only for about 30 minutes. Isn't it too short?
No.
Are you lazy?
Perfect length.
Yeah.
No, like when we were talking about stoner, we don't want to bore people, you know. So like, get to the point, say your piece, be done with it.
Yeah, and all the albums I listen to are 30 minutes. I think it's nice. I think an album shouldn't be over 40 minutes if you're not like a prog rock band or something.
Yeah.
I think 30 minutes is fine. I love it.
Yeah. Then
If it's good enough for NoFX, it's good enough for us.
yeah, less room for filler tracks as well. Like every track is important.
The next album will be also so short.
It will be shorter. Actually.
Shorter.
It will be 90 minutes.
And will be 20 tracks.
Yes. Yeah. Most of them are just bits from interviews we have done.
Like a grind.
Yeah, we're going grindcore on the next
Do you
album.
like grind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it.
I actually bought that Slave to the Grind documentary. There was this guy who made this documentary about the grind scene, which is made on DVDs and stuff, which was really cool. Interviewing like Barney from Napalm Death and the guys from Pig Destroyer. So it was a cool one.
Yeah. Pete Destroyer is cool. That's all I have to say about it.
Another question about your last record. I really loved the cover of your last album, and we would like to know who was the author of it. Maybe it was your own work, or maybe you just asked someone to do that. If someone else was the author of it, we would like to know if it was completely his own invention, or you just suggested something to him.
We actually had a different cover originally on the artist we work with in Norway, but when we saw the cover, and it was fine, but it was like, it's maybe too similar to Divide and Conquer. And then one night I just researched on Instagram like artists, and I came over this Swedish guy called Johan Åberg, and he had made that post. It was just posted like that, and I thought it was perfect. So I contacted him and said, "Hey, we would like to have this as a record cover. Does it work for you?" And he was like, "Yes." And now we have also used him on other stuff that are coming, because I think his style fits our music.
No, the next one.
Your
Me?
turn.
My turn. Oh, wow. Okay. I heard that you didn't want to talk to Metallica. Yes? Is it true? I heard that you didn't want to talk to Metallica. I know that you told this story. I read this story, but can you tell us how Bokassa, my English stopped. What happened that Bokassa played the tour with Metallica? Can you repeat it?
Yeah, in January last year, Lars Ulrich, we got a mention on Twitter that Lars Ulrich has tagged you in a post, or a tweet, as I guess it's called. And we were like, he's tagged the wrong band, because he said like, we're playing this new music from Jack White and some other artists and Bokassa, because he has a radio show in the States. And then we didn't believe it. And then we tuned into the radio show at midnight in Norway, and he started the whole show with our song, Last Night Was a Real Massacre. And then went on to talk about the song for 2 minutes after it, like saying how much he loved it and stuff. So that was cool, and then 2 months later we got a message from him, and he asked us if he wanted to come to Oslo, because they were playing a show there, and hang out for a bit and say hello, which we of course did. And then about 1.5 months later or something, this guy gets a call from New York. He sees it on his phone. This is a New York number. I've never seen this before. He doesn't answer it because he thinks it's like a scam or something. And then he gets a message where it says, "Hey, this is blah 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 from Metallica management. Could you you should really pick up the phone right now," more or less. And then he called him back and was like, "I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is Jørn from Bokassa." And then we basically got offered to be a support act on this tour, there and then, really. So that's how the whole thing happened. Yeah.
Oh, you're a lucky man.
Yeah.
You are sorry. You are not a supporter, you are a guest of Metallica. Do you feel as a guest on this tour?
Oh, yeah.
Really? The ghost? Yeah. Can you tell us what Metallica do that you feel as a guest, not a local support?
Yeah, what is the difference between being a guest and being a local support?
Difference, I guess, is we get invited to dinners. They come to our dressing room, say hi, we talk, and people treat us like we belong there, I guess. So they are really nice to us, so we feel like guests, yeah. We feel like a group of friends hanging out.
Yeah, and like, everybody's nice to us, the crew guys and everything. They let us use the catwalk on stage and stuff, and they're not like strict about anything, really. It's very nice. It's a privilege.
Do they feed you well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Something from Norway too? No.
Sure.
Yeah.
For example, I like cooking, so I have to ask about.
Did we have any Norwegian dishes?
Huh?
Did we have any Norwegian dishes?
Yeah, some Norwegian cheese here and there.
Yeah, cheese and Norwegian butter is still in the catering, I think.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Metallica invited you to the tour, to the summer tour. As I know, you are going to make your own tour in autumn. Are you going to invite Metallica to this tour?
We can send them an invite, but I don't know if they're gonna say yes.
I
But,
think they're in South America. Otherwise, they will be, of course, come and warm up for us.
yeah, in little clubs around Europe. Yeah.
Well, just for 2 or 3
Yeah.
concerts, maybe.
Yeah, we can ask. It doesn't hurt to ask.
Are you going to ask him?
Yeah, I can send a text.
Truthfully, no.
Not really. It's so unrealistic. Yeah.
Okay, and what is the difference between the club and the stadium? Aren't you afraid that in the future, while this touring with Metallica will be over, that you will miss that specific atmosphere on a stadium?
Maybe. It's a great experience, but you just need to savor the moment. And we also do club shows while we're on tour with Metallica, so we kind of get both. Anyways.
It's not like we forget how to play on small stages, because we do get these small off shows and stuff. So it's good to kind of get that input as well, not just to stadiums.
We heard that you started preparations for a new album. Can you tell us something more about this new material?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
More riffs, more drum fills, and more cool
More
stuff, more rock.
Will be faster. Composition will be faster. Much more punk or much more stoner.
More punk than stoner, I would say.
Much more punk. Mm-hmm. And lyrics?
They will have lyrics.
Who write lyrics in your bands? Yeah. Can you tell us about this?
I have written the lyrics for the third record.
Mhm.
I always come last.
Mhm.
I always write the melodies first and the songs.
Mhm. But can we expect that you will write about love, about girls, about rock and roll?
I will write about, of course, drinking Smirnoff vodka with journalists in Poland. That will be most of the songs. We have one called Cola Vodka and one Clean Vodka.
Yeah.
No, I haven't read. There's no lyrics, I'm afraid.
Okay, so I guess the last question. We would like to know something about Norwegian music scene in general. Can you recommend to us any Norwegian bands, not only metal bands, but in general? Are there any awesome bands that you could recommend to us?
Turbo Negro, maybe the best band in Norway.
Do you think that they come back?
But they have a comeback. Yeah. I, on the other hand, would like to recommend Anti-Lam Front. It was a skate punk band from Trondheim, and Danger Face was a hardcore band from Stavanger. Good bands.
This metal band or
Hardcore.
hardcore?
And skate punk.
I know that. No, can you give me? I know that you are going to come to Poland one more time. Are you going to come alone or with any other bands from Norway, for example?
None from Norway, but we are bringing a British band, but I can't tell you which.
It's a secret for now.
Yeah.
Can you tell us when are you going to come to Warsaw?
We're coming to Warsaw on the 25th of November, and the club is called
Hybrydy.
Już zapraszamy. Zapraszamy wszystkich 25 listopada do klubu Hybrydy w Warszawie na zespół Bokassa. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for the podcast.
You're welcome.